Hey, you guys. It is Sunday.
It's your boy King K.
Stop. Close the door.
I'm sorry, I haven't been uploading.
Anyway, it is Sunday.
It's not Sunday.
Oh, sorry.
It's Monday.
It is Monday. You can see where my head's at. Please don't mind my hair.
Don't
Just
mind
got
it.
out the shower. I decided, I was like, oh, yeah, I have to make my video. So, Keandre, what do you want?
I want to be in a video.
No.
Let me be. You know what? Remember
Sorry,
this.
guys.
Remember this.
So, we are going to talk about my gastric bypass surgery.
What's that? Oh, your stomach surgery?
So, yes, my stomach surgery. So, as I said before, I started my journey at 340. And I started this process 2 years ago. I could have been done, but I kept starting and stopping everything. I'm tired, guys. But I could have been done, but I kept starting and stopping everything. But then I finally, stuck to it and got it done. My surgery was on June 23rd, day after my birthday. I was not happy about that, but, it is what it is. I had the gastric bypass surgery. I was in the hospital for a total of
weeks.
3 days. Total of 3 days I was in the hospital. I got out of surgery. I don't know how long it was. I don't even know what happened after surgery. When I tell you I don't even remember the first day, I do not remember. I remember, the only thing I remember is I remember going to the hospital, having my husband drop me off, going to the hospital. Sorry, I had a notification. Went to the hospital. I got checked. I got my IV in. They had trouble. They had to put the IV in my hand. I never get IVs in my hand, so they had trouble finding the vein. So that took a little bit. They kept sticking me. I was very, very nervous.
Hey, mommy.
Yes.
I think I know what you did after you got the surgery. Well, wait, sleep.
Okay. So, I was very nervous. I let the doctors know, my nurses were so nice. They were super nice. They were awesome. They did everything they could to calm me down. So, sorry guys, I'm so tired. So, when it was almost time, the neurologist came in. He put something in my IV. I don't know what it was. I guess they said it was medicine to calm me down. 10 minutes later, you guys, he put something in my IV to calm me down, and then we started rolling into the thing. Literally, I remember getting into the room. That was it. I was done. Don't remember anything else at all. I remember waking up at certain points during, after my surgery, and that was it. I woke up for probably a quick 5 minutes. I called my husband to let him know I was out of surgery. I remember taking a picture of myself just to remember. Yeah, I don't remember talking to him, but I guess he talked to me.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
But you guys, when I tell you guys, I was so dead. The next day, after all the anesthesia and everything wore off, there was a nurse that came in. The guy was actually, he was like, "Hey, nice to see you again." I'm like, "Have we met?" And he literally looked at me. He was like, "Honestly, I don't even think you opened your eyes one time the other day." And I was like, "I don't think I did either, because I don't remember you." But so the next day after the surgery.
Mommy?
Yes.
I swear it felt like 15 weeks. I miss you so much.
Shut up.
Well, I tried to express my feelings. I said I miss you.
Okay, Keandre.
Okay,
so the next day after the surgery, they gave me pills instantly. They They gave me protein shakes instantly. They gave me a pudding. Now, what nobody told me was that I would, like, I didn't know, like, I knew you get full fast, but I didn't know how full you get. Like, taking the pills that, yeah, you guys, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. But taking the pills they gave me, I took 4 pills and like a few sips of water, and I was instantly full. And I couldn't take my last pill. And I told them, I was like, I'm too full. I can't do it. Because like it didn't hurt, but it was a lot of pressure. They later on they gave me a protein shake. They also gave me a pudding, and I don't think they should have given me a pudding because I felt like that was just too thick because that filled me up too bad too, and that hurt. That hurt me a little bit. But they instantly want you to get up and start walking. I was up and around and walking, making sure I got enough laps around. I was really tired. I wasn't really in the mood to walk. I didn't want to do much. They kept the leg compressions on me. Fast forward to the third day, I went home at, I believe it was probably 2 o'clock. Yeah, I went home with a tube in my stomach. Now let's talk about this tube. Well, first, they sent me home with all my medicine, as well as blood thinner shots. I had to take them twice a day. I had my husband give them to me because I knew I wasn't going to be able to take these shots. But anyway, let's talk about this tube, you guys.
I didn't want to. I was scared to do it.
I know, Kendra. Let's talk about this tube they had in me. So I had a tube. I'll post a picture in here of it. I had a tube with a little bulb at the end. I don't know what it was doing, but it was just collecting, I guess, the extra blood. This tube caused me so much pain. I had to keep it in for a week until my first week visit. It caused me so much pain, you guys. Like I couldn't even breathe. Like I was trying to, move around and walk around and get some exercise, and like walking, like I could only make it 2 minutes up the street without like having to pass out. Like I just could not breathe. Walking up the stairs, I could not breathe. And then I don't know what happened a couple days after. It's like it started being even more painful, and I could feel it in my back. It felt as if like it was pushing on something in my back. So fast forward to my week appointment, I'm letting them know about what's going on. And he's like, I'm not really sure, but it shouldn't hurt. So I'm like, okay, is this going to hurt coming out? And he's like, no, it should not hurt at all coming out. So, he cut the stitch. And as soon as he pulled it, I instantly felt it leave my back. Like instantly, like I screamed in that office. Like it was stuck in something in my back. He pulled it out and he looked at me and he said, yeah, he's like, it had to be kind of pushing on your diaphragm or stuck in your diaphragm because he had to pull a little harder than he usually does. But it hurt so bad. And it was so weird because instantly I felt so much better. Like I could fully take a deep breath in. I could walk without hunching. It was satisfying to have it out, but I was upset that I had to deal with all that pain. So, fast forward to a few days, I'm trying to get out more and do what I normally do, to going to the stores, doing stuff. But I've noticed that for the first few months, when I would go to stores, I would get really, really sick. And I noticed that my sugar was dropping.
Coronavirus.
My sugar was dropping. So once I figured out that was happening, I would keep like little clementines or little halos like these in my purse. So when that does happen, I will have one. I could just eat it. Or I would, if I'm in like a Walmart or something, I would just go and buy like a little Lunchable and like, eat on that. But the first few months, the first month of my surgery, let me just do that. The first month after my surgery, I lost 40 pounds. And I believe that was more because I was very much unable to eat or drink anything. Like, everything ran me to the bathroom. That's another thing. Everything I tried to eat ran me to the bathroom. And I literally had to argue my doctor down. Let me tell you something. If you guys live in Rochester, New York, and you go to Highland, I recommend Highland for everything. I love Highland, but do not, I repeat, use Dr. O'Malley. He is a terrible, terrible person. He literally, like, I'm guessing he's great at the surgeries. You know, that's all good, but his bedside manner is terrible. He talks down to you, and he talks to you as if as if you are literally bothering him. Like, literally, he made me cry one day. I was having so many issues with my bowel movements. They were just way too runny, and everything I would drink would literally run me straight to the bathroom. And he would literally try to tell me, yeah, it's no way possible that you're going right like 10 minutes later. You're not going to tell me how my body works. And he just would not he would not talk to me about it. Then he tells me to come in on a day where he knows they're going to be closed. So I'm calling the place for an appointment and they're closed. Luckily, the board over the gastric bypass called me because I sent them a very long email. And she called me, and she apologized for how he is. And it's sad because everyone in that hospital knows he's an asshole. Excuse my language, but they know, because anytime I mention his name, they're like, I would have told you not to go to him because he's terrible. And that's bad when everyone in the ER knows that you're a terrible person. But anyway, enough about him. Yes.
With the ER?
Emergency room. Oh. But anyway, so what was I doing? So yeah, first month I lost about 40 pounds because I couldn't really eat or drink much. So it was just like, I was constantly dehydrated. It got a little bit better. I started drinking a little bit more. And then after, I think it was like, I completely waited. I waited until July to sleep with my husband. Completely waited. You guys. First time. I I remember the doctors telling me that I probably just only have to lose about 30, 40 pounds to get pregnant because we had been trying to have a baby before I had the surgery. And it just would not happen. But I remember the doctor telling me I probably just have to lose about 30 or 40 pounds. You guys, literally, the first try, I was pregnant. Like, when we had sex, I took a pregnancy test a week or two later, and it was instantly positive.
God bless you, God.
And it was like, what the hell, you guys? So, in July, going into August, I forgot my months, you guys. I started dealing with that. Now, that was hell. Okay, my first 3 months of pregnancy was completely hell. I was super sick. I couldn't keep anything down. I actually had hyperemesis, I believe it's called. Everything would come back up. I could not drink. I could not eat. The only thing I was able to keep down were pineapples. I don't know what it was with pineapples, but I was able to keep pineapples down. Other than that, it did not work, you guys. I was in and out of the hospital constantly, constantly, constantly. Eventually, after the last time, no one wants to be in the hospital constantly. So after the last time, I really just was like, you know what? I need to get this stuff situated. I need to figure out what I need to do. I sent my husband to the store, gave him a grocery list. I told him, give me some tea, give me this, give me that. I also bought the electrolyte popsicles, the Pedialyte. They're nasty as hell, but they worked. Nastiest things I've ever tasted in my life, but they definitely did work. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I got water. Told him to get watermelon, told him to get pineapples, everything, because I was not going back to that hospital. Luckily each time I went, baby was okay. Baby was doing fine. One thing people told me was that baby is going to get what it needs regardless. I just need to take care of me. And she definitely does get what she needs regardless, you guys. But literally after the first 3 months, I was fine. I am fine now. I still get kind of sick a little bit, but not as often, like nowhere near how I was. Like I get like nauseous, but I have Zofran. So when I do get nauseous and I do get really sick, I do just pop one of those and I'm good the rest of the day. But it's usually probably only once a week. One thing I do have that's pretty terrible is acid reflux. I have really bad acid reflux. I don't know if it's because of the pregnancy or the gastric bypass. We'll see after I have the baby, because no one knows. My gastrologist feels like it's because of my pregnancy. I don't feel like it is, because I was having these issues before I got pregnant. But we're gonna see. I take omeprazole for that. Um, but yeah, that's been my journey. I am almost at 6 months from gastric bypass, and like I said, I started at 340. I weighed myself, I am now 238. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I am still losing weight while pregnant. I am eating not as much. I eat more often because I'm always hungry. But I still don't eat much. I still eat like a bird. I just eat a lot more. One thing I do eat a lot are these oranges. Like I can go through like 2 bags of these a week. Like I have my son bring me up like at least 3 a night. 3 or 4 a night.
Hitting different though.
Shut up. But yeah, that's it, you guys. This is a long video, but we had to talk. But I will insert some pictures so you guys see my progress. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I will answer. Other than that, you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.